IDK Where is the latest EP from Yeek, who joins us here in San Francisco. Welcome back.
Yeah.
You
Thanks for having me
been
back.
a frequent visitor to our fine city.
Yeah, I have.
We were talking off camera about some of your influences, and obviously the Distillers resonated, and how Yahoo Music was an important portal for you in discovering new music.
Yeah, Yahoo Music. If anyone remembers Yahoo Music,
Right.
let's chat about it, because that was like a big hub for me to discover music, like just as much as YouTube was, and and MySpace, I guess, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, your background in music is so vast and diverse, similar to the music that you make that people talk about. And so when they go and hear your music or see you at a show, I feel like, they can hear influences of hardcore and some of the punk that you grew up on and played, as well as the hip hop and the type of elements that people have brought and introduced to you as well.
Yeah, I guess all my life I kind of just stick to what I know. And also what I know changes every day, because I'm just always trying to seek new knowledge of specifically for music. I also like geeking out and digging deep, and I love finding stuff and that gratification of finding something I don't know, it's kind of like a treasure.
Right.
And then that is probably the top tier feeling of music discovery for me. And then the music I discover combined with the music I grew up on reflects on what I guess, what everyone seems to label as genreless or whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been listening to a lot of the Beatles lately, and even if you listen to punk, like The Clash and Bad Brains, they were fusing dub, reggae music with punk and rock and roll. You should listen to the Beatles. There's so many different influences, from folk to blues and rock and roll to psychedelic, rock and roll and avant-garde music. And it just made me realize that there are just so many bands in past decades that were just genreless. So I feel like it's not something that's new.
My name is Yeek. Thank you guys. Good to be back in the Bay. I always see so many beautiful faces. I appreciate you guys a lot.
People will try to read up on you and see where you came from and where this genreless thing came from. And it's interesting because your dad was listening to the Bee Gees and a lot of the, Earth, Wind and Fire, kind of the little bit more rhythmic type of things, right?
He was.
And did you grow up with Magic Sing? Did you do a lot of karaoke with your family and things like that?
I did.
Yeah?
I did. My grandma would give me money for dancing and singing, so I was doing that.
Yeah.
That's how I made my income when I was a kid.
No way.
It's instead of chores, it's singing and dancing for your Filipino family.
Did your parents ever express any concern for you getting into music and dragging your brother into it, or did you?
My parents are the ones who got me into music. So.
Well, it's one thing to do Magic Sing in the living room, and it's another to get into a club.
But
right?
yeah, exactly. But I mean, my parents weren't they were always really chill, my dad is the one who introduced me to not just Earth, Wind and Fire and funky stuff, but it was rock and roll and stuff like that. And they, at first they did want me to pursue that, I don't know, stereotypical Asian American path, nursing somewhere, in that realm, nursing or be a doctor, whatever it is. And they were just you do music on the side when you have all the money and stuff like that. That's I feel like that's the most common preaching a Asian American parent does with their kids.
Right.
And they slowly started easing up to it because I would just blast music loud as and because I'm just always making music and just always jamming. I always had homies come over with drum sets. I had a drum set at the house. It was just loud. It's like the house is just loud.
Gosh, your poor mother.
Poor mother. But
There's three boys in the family, right? You have a younger brother, you got an older brother.
Boys.
Four.
And the eldest is half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Simon, Zach, Paulo. Shout out my family.
Yeah. This EP just came out. IDK Where. Congratulations on this.
Thanks, dude. Thanks.
A lot of bops, a lot of jams,
Hell yeah.
a lot of notable names on there as well.
Yeah.
Was
Friends.
Yeah, and of course Jesse. Right?
Yeah.
So let's start with that. Was that meant for him, or was that just through your connection with him?
I made it just to make it, and then I showed it to like my management, Kirk and Matthew. Shout out, Bad Habit. They suggested like Jesse being, and me and Jesse been friends for like a couple of years now, like probably like 4 or 5 years, and we've always like, you know, had like hella mutual friends, and like we've been homies for a minute now. So he's just like my actual homie, you know. So it was just natural for him to get on it. They threw it to him, and they're just like, "Yo, would you want to get on the song? Like, we think you'd sound good on it." And I agreed to. I was like, he would actually sound really fire on it. So we linked up, got into the studio, and then finished the song.
You've already had a bunch of EPs and an album as well, right?
Yes, yeah.
So you had Black Heart, and you had Sebastian, you had this, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you're at a point where you feel comfortable to release another album, or do you like this EP release type thing?
Yeah, I think my plan is to just, this EP was actually supposed to be an album, but for some reason I just had shortened it, you know. I didn't feel ready yet, but I definitely, I think whatever happens, you know. I'm just gonna make a bunch of music and see what to do from there.
Final question. We're asking this of everyone before September.
Okay.
Are you gonna go storm Area 51? Sign you up?
We're going. Area 51 bound, Chris.
How many aliens are you gonna bring home with you?
Man, I don't
See,
know.
well, you can grab one to help you with this.
Yeah, that's funny. That's a funny question.
Really awesome to meet you.
Yo, good to
Love
meet
the
you, dude.
music.
Yeah,
And best of
yeah.
luck with everything.
Thank you.
It's Yeek, IDK Where, his newest EP. You're watching B-Sides on Air.